Elissa Slotkin is a capable, hard-working woman of principle currently serving in Congress. She should have stayed there. Why Slotkin is not the best choice for the open Michigan Senate seat today on The 10th Man. Elissa Slotkin presents herself as a farm girl from Holly, Michigan. The family farm, in fact, is part of the family corporation, High Grade Meats, maker of the Ballpark Frank. This fake homespun lass attended Cranbrook Academy, an exclusive private school, and graduated from an Ivy League university. She campaigns on her 3 tours in Iraq with the CIA. What is a CIA Iraq tour exactly? Other than campaign language to make you into a war hero, something the Democrats are good at. A female, Slotkin was a DEI hire working inside the Green Line in Baghdad. Her opponent, Mike Rogers, enlisted in the Army serving 4 full calendar years in order to fulfill an actual military obligation we men all have. So knock it off with the war heroics, ladies. She campaigns on her mother's tragic cancer death and complains that mom didn't have medical insurance. Well, why not? Yes, lots of people believe insurance should be free, but it isn't. Most people, business people at least, know that and plan accordingly. When I was between jobs in 1984, I bought my own insurance for me and my family, and I'm sure the Slotkins were smart enough to do the same. Instead, with their wealth as a cushion, they decided to risk it, and now to milk it as a sign of compassion. Speaking of wealth, let's talk campaign money. Slotkin famously brags that she doesn't take PAC money. Never have, never will, she says. That's not necessarily a good thing, but we'll save that for another video. But why would she take PAC money when she has all the money she needs? Slotkin is backed by the Democrat machine. She had the most expensive congressional campaign in the country in the last election in 2022. Now, in 2024, she's supported by billionaires like George Soros and Melinda Gates and Alan Blue, co-founder of LinkedIn. And she has nearly 5 times as much money to spend as Mike Rogers does. Senate seat bought and paid for by these billionaires, while Rogers relies on contributions from us. Then there's gun violence. She's all for gun control. Yay. After 2 shootings in her district at Oxford High School and Michigan State University. Democrats, why don't you stop re-electing and even promoting politicians whose constituents get gunned down? All these politicians have to do is fly the flags at half-staff, blame it all on guns, and Slotkin runs for the Senate, and just watch, her pal Gretchen Whitmer, the governor, will run for president in 4 years. Try rethinking that system of rewarding poor performance, Democrats. Slotkin has a good chance of being elected, and she'll try to do a good job. But she doesn't have a chance. She's just too young and inexperienced, and things won't work out for her in the Senate. Slotkin has only been in Congress for 5 years. She'd held no other elective office when she came in, along with the squad. She's far younger than the average senator, and the other young ones have years in government. Her mentor, Joe Biden, was in the Senate 20 years when he passed the crime bill. And compare Slotkin to her opponent. Rogers represented the same district as Slotkin and was in Congress for 20 years. She's pretty bold to run for Senate with less than 1/4 of that time. Even the now incumbent Debbie Stabenow started out in the Lansing government, held seats in the Michigan House and Senate, and even ran for governor before heading to Washington. Slotkin does not compare. So what experience does she have? She was an analyst, a worker bee, in the CIA. Well, that's better than nothing, but her desk job with intelligence doesn't compare to Rogers' work as chair of the House Select Committee on Intelligence. Slotkin is bright and conscientious, but without experience in the congressional contacts that Rogers has, she'll be lucky to get on a committee, let alone be committee chair. She will simply be unable to deliver for Michigan, no matter how hard she tries. Why is she even on the ballot? Slotkin's Senate run is the work of the Democrat machine and the Peter Principle. She should have stayed in Congress, but the Democrat machine plucks people out of a role where they are successful, installs them into a congressional seat, then expects them to deliver for the party. That's how we got Hillary, Obama, and now Harris, and the results get worse every time. But maybe you want her because she's a woman. That's not a good reason to elect someone, especially for the party of multiple genders. But if you choose that way, then maybe wait for a more conventional woman, a woman with a husband and kids. Slotkin is a divorcee with no kids. Maybe it's the men who should be attracted to her. Don't you be taken in by millions of dollars in slick advertising by billionaires and by the Democrat machine. Go out and vote for Mike Rogers.